you're anything like me, you probably don't like losing arguments. Now, whilst there's no foolproof way of winning an argument, I can assure you that most people are willing to listen and have their opinions challenged if your argument has a clear and concise structure that they can follow through to understand why and where you're coming from. That's the art of persuasion, and that's what we're looking at in today's video. Now, in most senses, speeches are just like arguments. Why, I hear you ask? Because in a speech, you're just trying to convince the adjudicator and the audience that what you say is correct and that they should believe you. The best thing you can do for yourself to have a persuasive speech is to have a good and strong method. Having a good method is essentially just having a speech with good structure. This is because when a speech has good structure, it's easier to follow along and therefore the audience is more willing to believe you. The first step towards having a good method is a good introduction. You see, an introduction is the first thing that the adjudicator and the audience hears you say, and is really the deciding factor. If it's not catchy or interesting, the audience really makes a conscious decision to zone out. It's always really important that you understand the common perspectives that you share with the audience. That means you have a strong hold on the topic and you can better relate with the audience. You can try catching the audience's attention by telling a personal life story. For example, I love my puppy Pepper so much, and if the topic was about pets, I'd probably talk about her. Plus, who doesn't love hearing about puppies? There are other ways to also have a catchy opening, so make sure to check out our catchy openings video to find out how to write a great introduction. The second step to having a good method is to have a good body. And no, I don't mean the bodies we go try and get in the gym. I mean a body in a speech. I often like to remind my students that the body should be the longest part of your speech. Now, we always have to remember that there is a certain structure to use in a body, often referred to as PEAL. PEAL stands for point, explain, example, and link. We currently have other videos on how to write a good PEAL and how to structure our arguments generally, so feel free to give that a look. For body paragraphs, try to write your speech the way you normally talk. Maybe you could try to work in some small talk or humour if it's appropriate. Remember, you're writing a speech, not a boring essay. A key tip I give my students is to read their speech out loud as they write it, as the audience is going to only listen to your speech, not read it from paper. So that will help it make it sound more conversational. The very last step is to have an effective conclusion that links back up to what you said in the introduction. The worst thing you can do for yourself is to bring up new points in your conclusion, as it will just take away from the speech and confuse the audience. After listening to all your arguments and all your proof, you want the audience to make a move and to be on your side. Your conclusion needs to link all your ideas together so the audience is revved up to be on your side. We have more tips on how to effectively end your speech in our conclusions video. And there you have it. The key to a persuasive speech is a good method. Audiences love structure and clarity, so if they are likely to understand a speech, they will be more persuaded by it. We hope you liked this video. Feel free to like and subscribe to see more content.